A couple of hometown products. I know you were talking about this earlier, Bree, and one of them, Abby Gustaitis, talk about being local. Played at Maryland, from Maryland, and here she is now playing in front of her hometown fans.
Look, absolutely awesome experience for her. You know, she's used to playing very big scene rugby, but it's always nice to return back home, have your parents close by, have your local friends nearby to put on a show for them.
Gustaitis, part of a Headliners team that last week in San Jose took 3 points. They did go 2-1, but of course in this format, even if you win the third place game, you sometimes can't move up a little bit. And we take a look at the experts roster as Ashley Burge has made her way up to the broadcast booth. The Headliners, we talk about Gustaitis. Olsen has spent time with the Eagles as well. Anyone, Ashley, you're keeping your eye on with this team?
Yes, Elena Olsen, Abby Gustaitis, those are the easy ones right off the top, but there are some new upcomers like Rachel Strasdas. She's new into the USA Eagles system. She's now living in Chula Vista. I'm just excited to see what this young talent can do up and coming in a big tournament like this. Headliners
are coached by Andrew Locke. He returns from October in the inaugural event, former national team assistant, assisted by Lauren Barber, Irene Gardner leading the experts. And just about ready here for kickoff. Headliners and the experts.
Great, am I good to go? Cool.
The Headliners in those pink, black, and yellow kits. Experts in the blue. Away we go, match 2 on the women's side here in the district tournament.
Knock on pink.
So they'll play the advantage right off the bat.
Going back to
Experts lost in the final of the Loggerheads. Now no one has beaten the Loggerheads so far.
Going back for a knock-on.
The Headliners have a lot to play for today. They feel like they were a little bit unfairly treated last weekend with some referee calls. They think they should have done better than third place. So they are coming for the experts today. I got to speak with a few of them this morning, and Elena Olsen had told me the team actually went salsa dancing this week. So they've got their feet turned on. That's what they had said. Jen Solomon, she said her feet are ready. They learned some new moves that they're hoping to see translate onto the rugby field today.
Salsa dancing, all right. Spicing things up here in DC. Saw that stat on what the Headliners have done in first halves. They've jumped on teams, including the experts. That was a 33-26 match in San Jose. Out wide, they work it. Strasdas, the dump off.
Advantage.
Very close to the sideline, and the experts will take it away.
It's Amanda Berta there with a run. She's got fast feet, and she is very strong. She's a CrossFitter day to day, so you can expect that explosive power from her in a good transition turnover play like that.
Experts have something working here. Karen DeFreitas doesn't give the offload. She had 2 with her there, Ashley.
Yeah, that is a big mistake. You have a 3v1. That's just getting try eyes and not using your teammates around you. That ball could have gone very early, and the experts would have gotten themselves on the board.
DeFreitas, one of those young phenoms, and of Venezuela, part of their national team since 2014. At 15 years old when she first capped, she was their youngest player ever to cap. 2 minutes in, no scoring.
It's great you hear Abby Gustaitis out there just showing her leadership. She was the USA captain in the Olympics. She's played at the most elite level, and it's really incredible for a lot of these younger girls or the up-and-coming girls to play with players like that who just have such experience and knowledge of the game.
Give her space. Yeah, come on. Yeah. So firstly, just you give each other space. And secondly, on crouch, I just want to see stability and balance, right?
Now, you don't see a lot of scrums in sevens, but when you do, there are issues apparently.
Yeah, it's just a little bit different. I think there's just a lot of frantic energy. They're excited, and it's only 3-on-3. The scrum happens very quickly, so that early movement, like you saw again, can cause some penalties. Elena Olsen, she's great on that quick tap around that scrum area, and she's doing the same thing today that she did in San Jose.
Also an Eagle, but took a big hit. Headliners work it. Gustaitis centers. Running with her. Strasdas, the new addition this week. Fumbles it. Oh, what a huge hit by Summer Harris-Jones, who was sensational last week.
and their teammates on the USA team. They both live together down in Chula, so it's so fun to see that one-on-one kind of situation there.
Advantage.
Dangerous pass there from Kukatai.
Just a knock on, just a knock on.
Summer Harris-Jones, we talked about it, all the DMV products, everyone who has ties to this area. She started her college career at UVA.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So not too far
Mark's
away.
back here.
At 2 hours southwest over there in Charlottesville.
And you've got local talent we've spoke of. They've got friends and family here, but there are also some coming from far. So Spencer Bolt, she's playing center right now for the Experts. I know her parents are in town. They flew in to watch the matches. They're in the stands cheering her on. So it's really exciting to see. Yes, there are friends and family from near, but there's a lot of support coming from far as well.
You go under, you go over. Right?
Yes, sir.
When you bind, don't push her, please, okay? Just hold your bind. But hold your own weight.
Headliners have won both scrums so far.
Bind. Set.
Olsen to push. Alexi push with some speed. That was a tough offload.
Advantage offside, blue 3.
They'll play the advantage on the offside. Jen Solomon with a crease, running with her Kukatai, and she reaches for the try zone and has the first points of this match. Headliners strike first, 5-0.
That's great work by Jen Solomon. Just what we saw earlier with the Experts when they didn't execute an opportunity on a 3v1. Jen does a really great job, we see here, carrying the ball, creating a 2v1, understanding how much space she needs till Summer Harris's beat, and then letting that ball go with enough time for her teammates to score that try, but not too much to put themselves under pressure.
Kukatai, one of many crossover athletes we have here in the PR7 series. That conversion will go wide. She was a netballer over in her native New Zealand, was part of their under-21 national team. That's a sport where I wouldn't think many skills are going to translate to rugby. There are some probably that are an easier assimilation, maybe something like soccer where at least the fitness is part of it, but
it's very similar, as in America, we have a lot of crossovers from track and field. You wouldn't think that a track and field player has the hand-eye coordination to play rugby. So I just think, you know, you're getting the coordination as being an athlete in general. And rugby is such a sport that has different characteristics that anybody can just jump in and play.
She toured with the Black Fern Sevens to Fiji, so she's been a quick riser in New Zealand. Emerald Mays out wide. Hands it back to Mays. Room to run. Tracked down by Olsen. This is a size mismatch. And a great offload. Streaking in Sue Adegoke. And we're tied up at 5.
The support play by Sue Adegoke was key there. You see Elena Olsen scraping behind. She's covering in that scrum half position with a great extra push to make this last tackle. It's the extra support by Sue to score for the Experts here.
They will have a restart, so not the end of the half yet.
And again, a very important conversion by Amanda Berta. She's made some very long runs. The legs are tired, it's hot, it's shaky. Those are those pressure moments that we saw somebody like Madison Hughes on the men's side come in very key. So when you have players like that that are able to step up and carry the team and now take the Experts lead from 7 to 5, especially in the last play of this half, that was a big moment for Amanda Berta.
Adegoke had 3 tries in San Jose. That tied Harris-Jones for the team lead, so her 4th in the series.
Just as I spoke of those fresh legs making the kick that doesn't go 10 by Amanda Berta. She's got one but not the other. That is a big mistake by the Experts because now the Headliners have one more chance before the half ends to try to strike downfield.
So a scrum called. 7-5, still on the final play of this first half. Rugby, one of those sports where zeros hit the clock and yet you can keep going.
I think this was a great decision by the headliners by calling a center field scrum, especially on a field that is so wide. There was a lot of space and a lot of opportunities here. If you can just get a one-on-one mismatch on a center field scrum, you have a big chance to score.
Headliners have not lost a scrum in this match. And that continues. 4-0 in that category. That's Laura Herf diving ahead. All kinds of contact.
Playing the ball on the ground.
With Summer Harris-Jones in on that counter ruck, causing a lot of disruption for the headliners and ultimately winning them the ball back.
This is one of the longer first halves you'll see. We're still going. And a knock-on is called. That is halftime, right on cue. A try each, the difference, a conversion. Experts up at deuce. Halftime, PR Sevens here in the nation's capital on the Fubo Sports Network. Start of the second half between the Experts and the Headliners, 7-5, each team with a try. The difference, a conversion from the Experts, and they lead by a pair. Jack Benjamin and Eagle, Ashley Burge back with you. There are some storms in the area. We've seen some raindrops. Play will continue for now, but they're monitoring the situation here closely, and there's a chance play might be suspended. So we will keep you posted as the second half kickoff gets us underway. What stuck out to you in that first half?
Well, in the first half, there are just some missed opportunities, especially by the Experts. They're getting themselves in great situations with 3v2s or 2-on-1s, and they just weren't executing. The Headliners were doing a better job of putting their teammates away, but it's a missed conversion holding the difference in the game.
Some room here for Emma Farnan. And now Gustaitis taken down.
And if you look up now, the Headliners have a 4v2. If they're able to play quickly from those rucks, the Experts are getting really condensed on defense, and they're giving a lot of space around the outside edge for the Headlines players to cut their way through, just like we are seeing here.
All kinds of space for Kukatai, and she will coast in for 5 more, and the Headliners have a lead. 10-7.
Yep, you see it from a mile away. Like I said, it was a 4v2. The Experts are getting very condensed around the breakdown. All it took was fundamental skills from the Headliners. That was nothing special. A simple pass and catch, getting the ball in front of your teammate, puts them in space. Elena Olsen is there for the support if she needed it, but just walked it in for an easy try. 47-meter run. Second try in this match for Kukatai. Conversion is good from Elena Olsen. Kukatai continuing to show the move from netball to rugby paying off. Well, it may have been the salsa dancing they went to this week.
That's true too.
I don't know if it's netball. They did say it was going to make a key difference. They learned how to move their feet, break through those tackles, and I don't know if it's the music playing or just their memories coming through, but we are definitely seeing it in action today.
Well, if we get a delay today, we may have some salsa going on in this booth, but we hope play continues because I don't think anyone wants to watch that. At least me. Oh, nice job there.
I mean, that was an incredible take by Spencer Bolt. You have Abby Gustaitis going up against her, who was one of the lead aerists on the World Series for Team USA. So that was very impressive by the young rookie Spencer Bolt.
Experts trying to settle things down a little bit. This is the powerful KB Slaughter. Had a try last week against the Headliners in that 33-26 thriller.
You better be powerful with that name, KB Slaughter. She is a menace on the field on attack and defense. She is a 15s capped Eagle, so very elusive player on both sides of the field.
Berta looks for a seam.
Ball's in.
A former Penn State soccer star. This is Jade McGrath. It's taken by Kukatai. They'll play the advantage briefly.
Oh, sorry.
Headliners have dictated this second half. Gustaitis. A nice shake by Farnan. Actually, solid tackle as well.
We're seeing major fatigue set in. The heat is unbearable. The humidity is even worse. And we're seeing
what a move here. And a great play by Dajian Brown. Down near the try line, not in yet. Olsen takes, feeds quick, and there it is. Kira Peary stretches the headliners' lead.
And that happens because of the composure of Elena Olsen. You saw when she was around that breakdown, the experts had 2 players bracketing the breakdown. First, how we got there, the stiff arm here to Spencer Bolt's head, just pushing her well off of the ground. Great work, but you see here that composure by Elena Olsen. She knows if she picks that ball from the breakdown, she is going to get tackled. So she leaves it in, waits just 1 moment for support, and then makes for an easy try around the corner.
Third try this match for the headliners. And now the conversion try from Olsen is off. So 17-7, 2:40 left. Peary, the 20-year-old, Abbotsford, Canada native, British Columbia, University of Victoria right now. She's in her 3rd year in college.
Elena Olsen, her kickoffs have been on point. She's getting enough height here to really attack the ball. She's trying to see space and get the ball back in the headliners' hands.
All off feet.
Slaughter couldn't control. And the headliners have it back. Up by double digits with 2 to play in regulation. Cut back by Brown. Gustaitis, a beautiful dump off. Another offload to Kukatai, 2 tries already. Lindsay Mahoney.
Tackle, release her! You have to release.
You heard the call there. Kukatai streaking it again.
It's off the head, play on!
Banged it off the head of her teammate Gustaitis. And some room for the experts. Powerful running from Emerald Mays.
Knocked on.
Inside 90 seconds.
You see bodies laying all around the field, hands on knees, and these are some of the fittest players in the entire country and around the world. It is the heat, it is the 68-meter width on this field. The men might be used to it, but especially the women in America, you don't get opportunities to play on such a large field. So this being their 2nd week in a row, they have not had a break yet. Okay. I was talking to Captain Elena Olsen. She said they trained 4 days in a row. This is day 5. They are exhausted.
Come up into the left.
They make a great point about the opportunity that this is. The inaugural series for Premier Rugby Sevens. Of course, equal pay is a huge part of it. 50th anniversary of Title IX, 50th anniversary of the start of women's rugby in the country as well.
Knocked on.
That's a veteran move by Elena Olsen there, just pressuring some of these rookies. She plays on the World Series. She knows how to be a menace around that scrum, and it pays off big time for the headliners.
When you're up 10 like this, it gets methodical in the final minute, right, to put it away?
No, it's theirs.
Absolutely, and especially when you're tired, you have to get a little more technical like that, because if you think about the headliners now, they just gave themselves 30 more seconds to breathe. So she causes a penalty. They now can say, hey, let's slow it down in this scrum. They're up 17-7, so there's no rush. That penalty was a very big moment for them.
Bind.
So we'll get a scrum here again. Still very important for the expert to try to score here. If you lose by 7 or less, you do get a point even despite a loss. So that's something to keep an eye on when they finished in 2nd in San Jose. A move to the outside from Anagoki, who has a try, the only of the match for the experts. 20 seconds on the clock. Dangerous pass there.
And it's great vision by Kukatau. You see she left Summer Harris-Jones on the outside.
Oh, a pretty good dummy here by DeFreitas. She's in the open field. Not enough gas in the tank, tries the offload. The headliners will reclaim it. And there's the penalty for the experts. This is crucial again if they can get a score. Just haven't really been on point in the second half.
It's fundamental skills, pass and catch. That is all they're lacking in this game because there is space available for the experts down the field.
That's just what you're talking about. And that is it. The headliners 17-7 behind Grace Kukatai's 2 tries. What a performance for her. A 10-point win. This was just impressive all around for the headliners to pull away, and they beat the experts for the 2nd time now in this PR7 series.
It's exactly like I had mentioned earlier. They think that they feel like they were mistreated. Last series, they actually had a better standing score than the experts did, but because of the points differential, fell under them in the standings. So this may have been a bit of a revenge game for the headliners to come out and get on top.
They won 33-26 in San Jose.
Thank you.
About half as much scoring here, but the result the same. Headliners by 10 over the experts. We're back with more after this on Fubo Sports Network.